Welcome back to Crypto Lion, your top place for crypto-related news and the best predictions about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other coins. Please subscribe to our channel and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss the next big news in the crypto space. Alright, so today we're going to be discussing the massive Bitcoin explosion that is about to happen. So there have been predictions that Bitcoin will hit 50,000 even in 2020, but we're in 2021 now. This prediction was done by Nexo co-founder Anthony Trenchev. He said that he thinks that very easily we could see Bitcoin going up to 50,000 by the end of that year. Well, Bitcoin didn't hit 50,000 in 2020, but at least it crossed a new record. And by the end of the year, it was nearly 30,000. And now what do we have in this year? Bitcoin had hit a whopping 42,000 this year. That is massive. So what's this about 55,000 predictions? Well, that's the next stop. One indication that this is possible is this. Consider that when we anticipated 20,000, Bitcoin did not only cross the 20,000 mark, but went ahead to break 30,000 and then 40,000, and is now sitting pretty comfortably between these two. The question is, are these enough signs to buy and wait for 55,000? Bitcoin's volatility is one thing to look out for. We've seen Bitcoin increase by up to 5,000 in a single day. That's a lot in just one day. This is also possible where there's a dip, so it goes both ways. However, crypto market experts say as the institutional investment in Bitcoin increases, the currency will see stronger support during price dips. Bitcoin is different from stocks or commodities, and right now a lot of new buyers are still coming in. As more companies and individuals shift savings into Bitcoin, we may see stronger support during its price dips. A correction cannot be avoided, but it may not be that deep as we've seen new investors who will be ready to help consolidate the market. Bitcoin can easily get past 50,000 in the coming months or even weeks. Garrick Hellman, head of research at blockchain.com, shares his view that Bitcoin could hit 54,000 in 2021. He said that his expectation is that Bitcoin will become a trillion-dollar asset as early as next year. Hellman's prediction is based on wider adoption by institutional investors and the increasing number of people owning cryptocurrencies. Now, more than 100 million people own cryptocurrencies globally. The famous hedge fund manager Michael Novogratz also said that it's easy for him to see Bitcoin being at 50,000 next year, saying the Bitcoin could even outshine gold in the next few years. He made this statement in 2020, and we're already in the year that he predicted Bitcoin will sell for 50,000. So we're expecting this to happen any moment now. Let's not forget that he was among the people who predicted Bitcoin would sell for 10,000, and the prediction was correct. We sincerely hope that this is also correct. Adoption and recognition from giant investors and Wall Street firms are the main driving force behind Bitcoin's 2020 rally. The likes of companies like Grayscale, PayPal, and Square are now adopters of Bitcoin, and the news of their adoption has been very kind to Bitcoin as it continues to rise. A UK company called Ruffer has also confirmed that it's purchased about 550 million sterling worth of Bitcoin, amounting to 2.7% of the firm's assets under management. Bitcoin is one of the few things that benefit from the pandemic, as a lot of people, due to their concerns for economic recession and inflation, have moved towards Bitcoin. Another factor that could push Bitcoin higher is the liquidity crisis. It's been noticed that the number of Bitcoin stored on exchanges has been in sharp decline since February. MicroStrategy just announced that it has purchased 30,000 Bitcoin. Now the leading Bitcoin whale has 70,000 Bitcoin in its AUM. With whales accelerating their pace to buy more Bitcoin, Chainalysis estimates that there's only 3.4 million currently liquid Bitcoin for investors. Furthermore, Coinbase applying for IPO will be a milestone for the whole crypto space going mainstream and regulated. 10 years after its coming into existence, Bitcoin is no longer a bubble pursued by geeks, but an asset with the potential to become a global currency. So once again, is a bullish run imminent in 2021? 2020 was full of uncertainties, and of course, we don't know what's in store for 2021. These uncertainties are expected to mount pressure on people to better allocate their funds to hedge risks, so the value of Bitcoin is expected to gain higher recognition in the future. However, Bitcoin is an asset with high volatility, so traders should be aware of huge price swings and manage their positions. But high volatility presents many opportunities to make money. With leverage trading, traders can long and short Bitcoin while gaining bigger exposure with their funds. Let's consider what Brian Estes, the chief investment officer at hedge fund Off the Chain Capital, said. He said that he's seen Bitcoin go up 10-fold, 20-fold, 30-fold even in a year. So going up 5-fold is not a big deal, that is from 20,000 to 100,000. Estes predicts Bitcoin could hit between $100,000 and $288,000 by the end of 2021, based on a model that utilizes the stock-to-flow ratio, measuring the scarcity of commodities like gold. That model, he said, has a 94% correlation with the price of Bitcoin. Citi technical analyst Tom Fitzpatrick also predicted that Bitcoin could climb as high as $318,000 by the end of 2021, citing its limited supply, ease of movement across borders, and opaque ownership. This chart shows Bitcoin in a fitting channel. The channel is a massive ascending one. Most of the prices have been within this channel. The recent high, which is around 42,000, is also right within the channel. The prices have tried to test the lower line of the channel in what seems like 4 instances, while the upper boundary has been tested just twice. This chart's interpretation reveals that Bitcoin price will continue within this channel and reach a top point right around 55,000 before a correction would take place. Notice the red zigzagging line within the channel. This line is indicative of the predicted movements in the coming weeks and months. The prediction also advises a short after Bitcoin hits its high position somewhere around 55,000, because there is a higher chance that the prices will start on a decline at this point, as there will be a massive profit taking. This chart obviously shows that Bitcoin is expected to continue on a bull run up to 49,000 and beyond. Notice how Bitcoin's price has managed to test the blue support line a few times and bounced off. The support line is around 35,000. In this chart, we can see a predicted bullish run beyond the current overall high and up to 49,000. The chart also shows that there's a possibility that it extends beyond 49K, confirming our hopes of a massive 55,000. Also, let's take a look at this chart. This chart shows the daily prices of Bitcoin. You can notice the labeled horizontal lines of support and resistance. This chart predicts that Bitcoin is going to defy the odds and surge past the resistance line to about 55,000. If you trace the blue arrowhead, you'll notice this trend. According to this chart, likewise, there's a prediction that Bitcoin would test the resistance, which is around the current highest rate, and then bounce off. This describes a slight correction in the market as Bitcoin prepares and gathers momentum for its next move. This time, it's going to whisk past the resistance to attain a new high, which is somewhere around the massive 55K. So prepare for the bulls and for leveraged traders. Be ready to long your trades. So examining all these different charts, we can see that there's a lot of likelihood that Bitcoin is going to attain 55,000 very soon, and we should be ready to buy or long. As the case may be, however, a proper independent analysis is still necessary to determine the best time to enter the market. As I've always said, Bitcoin is very volatile and one can lose a lot of cash if care is not taken. If you notice the charts, there are predictions of correction during which the price is expected to fall. To enjoy profit during this period, one would have to short Bitcoin. This can also lead to a loss if the market is not well studied and a bull run happens instead of an expected bearish movement. It is important to set stop loss when entering the market. When a long trade is executed likewise, profits will be earned if and only if Bitcoin continues in a bullish run. A downward movement of the price would lead to a loss, and depending on how far the movement is, the loss can be enormous. Also, a stop loss can help reduce the risk in this case as well. For long-term investors, we've seen that it's very likely that Bitcoin hits 55,000 sometime in 2021. So it is advisable to buy Bitcoin and hold. What long-term investors will need in this case is patience. Also, they need to learn how to deal with panics when a dip occurs. Once again, Bitcoin is very volatile and a dip can make you rethink your choices. That's why it's necessary for you to do your own assignments very well before you buy and hold Bitcoin. There's no doubt there's going to be a massive explosion, and when this happens, we expect to see a lot more people and companies join us in the crypto space. So be prepared for this explosion, as you can't say that you didn't see it coming. Crypto Lion told you about it. We're fulfilling our promise of keeping you informed with the latest news and predictions about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up button, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already, and turn on your post notifications. I'm sure you don't want to miss any important news as it rolls out. Good luck.